This next poem is entitled Le Jardin des Tuileries, written by Oscar Wilde. Now, to know more about Oscar Wilde, he was actually a very intriguing 19th century poet. He was born in 1854 and died in 1900, died at the age of 46 actually in Paris, France. He was an Irish playwright, a novelist, a poet, an author of short stories. He's well remembered for that. Known for his barbed wit, he was one of the most successful playwrights of the late Victorian London, and one of the greatest celebrities of his days, actually. He was great friends with the infamous Lord Byron. If you guys are literate, I'm sure you guys know who that is. As the result of his famous trial, he suffered a dramatic downfall and was imprisoned for 2 years, of hard labor after being convicted of the offense of, quote, gross indecency. But this is the poem entitled as Le Jardin des Tuileries. This winter air is keen and cold this winter sun. But round my chair the children run like little things of dancing gold. Sometimes about the painted kiosk the mimic soldiers strut and stride. Sometimes the blue-eyed brigands hide in the bleak tangles of the bosque. And sometimes while the old nurse cons her book, they steal across the square, and launch their paper navies, where huge Triton writhes in greenish bronze. And now in mimic flight they flee, and now they rush a boisterous band, and tiny hand in tiny hand climb up the blackened leafless tree. Ah, cruel tree, if I were you, the children climbed me for their sake, though it be winter I would break into spring blossoms, white and blue. That was the poem entitled Le Jardin des Tuileries by Oscar Wilde. It's a pretty good poem, and it's very actually articulate. If you think about it, the symbolisms and the figurative language utilized by it is it basically talks about the French Revolution in the late 18th century, and the climbing of the tree is the independence and jurisdiction basically from French absolute monarchy. Interesting.